Welcome again to the string method, a continuation to the previous lecture. String methods continuation is the next method is replace with the old and new. It replaces the string of a old with the new string. Okay, will be given one string. Okay, within that we will give the one old string that is to be replaced by the new string. Here str5, the value is welcome to Java, and it replaces the Java with a word Python. Print str5 dot replace of Java, comma Python. It replaces the Java word and in place it places the Python. So our output is welcome to Python. The next function is find. It has a 3 parameters. str is the first parameter, that is the string to be finded, and beg is the beginning index, end is the ending index. Default is the b is 0 and end is the length of the string. So it finds the given string is available in the our required string or not. Okay, if str the given string is the str, if it is available in the our given string, okay, then it gives the value, the index of the string finded in the our string. Okay, str1 is the our string is the welcome. Okay, now we want to find out the e letter in the welcome word. Okay, it gives the first index, the first occurrence index of the letter in the welcome word. str1 dot find of e, within the double quotes, e is the required letter to be finded. The given index is the starting index is the 0, ending index is the length of str1. Okay, now the e has a 2 times in the welcome word. At the one index is the one e, and another last at the last of the string is the another e. So it finds the first occurrence of the e, that is at the 1 index. So it gives the output as the 1. Next, the continuation of the string methods. Is alphanumeric. E is ALNUM is to check whether the string is combination of alphabets and numerics. Okay, if the string is other than the alphabets and numerics, then it gives the false. If it is combination of the alphabets and numerics, it gives a true. So the output of this function is either true or false. Okay, str2 is the welcome 2017. Okay, here we have the alphabets is the welcome and letters numbers is the 2017. Okay, now we are checking that str2 dot is ALNUM. Now it returns the value as true because it has only alphabets and numbers. Is alpha is another function, okay, which is used to check whether the string is only with the alphabets or not. If there is a other than the alphabets, then it gives a false. If it is only with the alphabets, it is the true. Okay, our string is welcome 2017. str2 dot is alpha is false because it has numbers also. Okay. Next, continuation to the another string methods. Is lower. This is to check whether the string is with the lowercase letters or not. Okay, that is if the string is having all the alphabets with the lowercase letters, then it is a true. If it is any one of the letter is in the uppercase, then it gives a false. So our given string is welcome 2017. Here the welcome word is with the lowercase. All letters are as the lowercase. So our str2 dot is lower is the true. Now is upper method welcome 2017. It checks whether all the letters are upper or not. Okay, if even there is a one letter with a small case, then it gives a false. So our word string is the welcome 2017. Here all the letters are lowercase, so is upper is the false. Okay, these all are the string methods that are these are the some of the string methods that are available in the Python. And we have, other than these, we have number of other functions like len function to find the length of a string, and upper function to convert the string into the uppercase, and lower function to convert the string into the lowercase. There are the number of other methods which we can use to work with the strings. Okay. Next we move on to the data type conversion. Okay, here this is required to convert the one data type of value to the another data type. Sometimes we require to convert the one type of value to the another type. Okay, because say if I have the integer value and I want to convert it into the float value to get the fractional values, or if I have the some string value and I want to convert it into the integer value, or I have some float value and I require the only integer value, then we need to convert the data type into the one form to another form. Okay, so here we have the some of the functions which are used to convert the one data type of data to the another data type. Okay, here the functions are int of x. Okay, it converts the data into the integer type. Okay, whatever may be the x type it is. X may be a string or maybe a float or maybe a long type or maybe any tuple or something else. Okay, I want to convert it into the int. The x may be any data type. Is it may be a list? Is it may be a dictionary? Is it may be a set? Is it may be a tuple? Or is it may be a normal float or string type? Then it converts into the int type. Float of x converts to the float. X may be of any data type. Str of x, it converts any type of value to the string. And tuple of s, it converts our s into the tuple. Okay, that is here by converting the type data into the tuple is it is a becomes as a constant. We are not able to modify it. Okay, whenever you want to convert any value to be as a constant and which cannot to be modified, then we can convert it into the tuple. Hex of x, it converts an integer to a hexadecimal string. Okay, hexadecimal is it has the 0 to 9 digits and A, B, C, D, E, F as the another digits. It refers up to the 16. Next, Python has different types of operators like arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. Okay, these operators are similar to the other languages like C, C++, and others. Okay, we have similar operators. Apart from that, we have some of one or two operators are addition to the Python. Okay, those we need to be remember and we need to be used within our language, within our programming of a Python. Okay. Now see once again the operators. Yeah, these are the arithmetic operators. Whenever you are using a operator as a arithmetic operator is if the two values are the numeric values, then it is acts like a arithmetic operator. Okay, otherwise the same operator can be used in the other places for different other purposes also. But whenever the two values, that is a plus b, that is a, b are the numeric values, is it may be a float or long or double or int. Okay, then it acts as a arithmetic operator. So here we have plus for the addition, minus for the subtraction, multiplication, into, division, mod for reminder, and double asterisk for power. This is the new operator that is used in the Python. A double asterisk B is equals to required the power value, that is A is the base, B is the power value. Okay. Another one is the double slash. This is the floor division. Okay, where we can use the floating point division. Wherever we require the floating point division, there we can use the double slash. Single slash gives the integer division. Okay, even the value is in the float, it converts the result into the int, single slash. But in the double slash, if the result is the int, if the given two input values are the int, then it gives the integer value as the output. If the two values are the float values, then it gives the output of the division is also as the float value. Okay. Next, comparison operators is the equal to operator, that is to check whether the two variables values are equals or not. Not equals operator and not equals can be used as a less than and greater than. Okay. And greater than operator to check whether the first variable is greater than the second variable or not, and less than to check first variable is less than the second variable, greater than or equals to check whether the first variable is greater than or equals to the second variable, less than or equals to check whether the less than a first variable is less than or equals to the second variable. Okay, these all are the relational operators whose value, the output value is a true or false. Next, assignment operators. Okay, these operators are used as the shortcut operators in C language. Okay, where we, without using two operators, we can use only one operator and we can perform the two operations. Okay, equal to is the assignment operator, where we can assign the value to a variable. And another arithmetic operators with a combination of assignment operator are the plus equals to perform the addition plus assignment, minus equal to perform money subtraction and equals, multiplication equal, division equal, mod equal, and exponent equal, and floor division equals. Okay, these all can be used as the shortcut operators. And then next, logical operators. Here we have three logical operators: AND, OR, and NOT. Okay, AND is a logical AND, OR is the logical OR, and NOT is the logical NOT. Okay, we'll use directly the word as the operator in the condition. Whenever we want to combine the two conditions, then we can use the logical operators A and B. Okay, here the A and B. If the both are the true, then the total condition is the true. If any one of that is the false, then the total statement is the false. A or B, that is, if the two any one of the condition is true, then total statement is the true. Otherwise, if the both the A, B are the false, then total condition is the false. Not is to reverse the given value to the another value. Okay, if the given value is the true, then it converts it into the false. If it is the false, then it converts into the true. Next is the bitwise operators: binary AND, binary OR, XOR, ones complement operator, left shift and right shift. These all operators works with the binary digits of the number. Okay. So binary AND operation, binary OR operation, XOR and OR and NOT and shift and left shift. Next is the membership operators: in and not in. Okay, these two operators are used to check whether the value is a member of the another value or not. Okay, in is to check whether the a value is exists within the data structures like a list, tuple, set, or dictionary. Okay, not in is to check whether the value is not in the data structure or not. Okay, that is to check whether the value is a member of the another list of the values or not. Check we can use this membership operators. Identity operators. Okay, these are to check whether the two values are equal or not. That is to check whether the first variable is a type of another variable or not. Okay, is x is y, that is here it is results as a 1 if id of x equals to the id of y. That is, the data type of x and data type of y are equal, or both are of same data type, then it gives a true. Is not is it is a reverse. If it is not of the same data type, then it gives a true. Okay, there is the operator precedence. Parenthesis starts with the highest precedence, and logical operators with the last precedence. Okay, and whenever you want to try with this Python, okay, without having a software of the Python, you can just go to the online Python compiler. Okay, the compiler is the online GDB compiler, onlinegdb.com. Here you can practice your Python programs. okay, just you can type your required program